we are here at Femisafe, and we are here to interview the co-founders of Femisafe, Mr. Naseef Nazar and Noureen Aysha Naseef. We all know about Femisafe. Yeah, this is an era of social media. We after just searching your name on internet, we have always on Instagram sponsorship, advertisement we have received it. Yeah, as a co-founders of Femisafe, can you please give an overview about Femisafe and about your products and services you offer?
So Femisafe is a female wellness and hygiene brand. We're basically an awareness-first, impact-driven brand for the aspirational women of Bharat. So we focus mainly on the Tier 2, Tier 3 cities, and our target audience is between the age of 16 to 30, 35. And talking about our products, well, we have three categories: period care, grooming, and intimate care. So we started in 2020 with the with a vision to make a woman's life easier, and that's what I believe all our products do.
Then, why did you choose this market of menstrual hygiene products?
It was not a deliberate decision, or it was not a conscious choice. It was more of an accidental thing actually. So during COVID during first lockdown actually, during the COVID, we happened to see an incident where sanitary workers were picking used pads, which was almost 1 week old actually. So during COVID, they were not coming every day, rather they were coming once in a week. That happened kind of triggered Noureen, and she happened to share that incident with me. That's when we thought, there are so many better alternatives out there, right? Why are people still using the age-old sanitary pads? So she was already a menstrual cup user and she was using it for the last 6-7 years. That's when I asked her, if menstrual cup is so good, why is not everybody using it? So we got a bit curious actually, and we did a small survey among our friends and family, almost a sample of 50 size actually. That's when we figured out that only 50% of the people knew an alternative called menstrual cup. Out of that, only 5% of the people actually knew a brand that is into female hygiene and wellness. That's when we kind of thought, okay, there is some work to do. So we kind of left whatever we were doing and we started planning for a venture that is into female hygiene and wellness.
Yeah, there are, as you mentioned, there are other brands and people are not at all aware about that brands. So how is Femisafe different from other brands, and what is the impact of Femisafe in the market?
Like I said, right, the reason we started was there was no awareness. Even though there are brands that are out there, people don't know those brands actually. If you go to any random city in India, if you ask people to name a couple of female hygiene brands, only 3 out of 10 can name the brands actually. That's the problem here. There are brands, but there is not enough awareness. So how Femisafe is different? Primarily, one thing, we focus on awareness part very much. And another thing that makes us different is majority of these brands, right, they focus heavily on the metro cities. They focus heavily on the Tier 1 cities, whereas we feel that we should focus more on Tier 2, Tier 3 cities. I think that's one thing that makes us different. And like you said, this category cannot be built by one brand actually. There has to be 4 or 5 brands, maybe 10 brands, 15 brands working really hard to build a category. So what makes us different is primarily these 2 things actually.
Already COVID time venture main reason. Can you give some insight about it?
So COVID, as he said, at COVID we had no plans of launching Femisafe. Personally, I had no plans of becoming an entrepreneur in the first place. He always had that entrepreneur DNA in him, but I had no plans. But as he said, COVID I came across a scenario where the sanitation workers before they come every day. So COVID they used to come just once a week, and bad waste or whatever waste from the disposal, it was lying over there for 1 week. So they had to pick up these waste in other poetic processing. So I have been using menstrual cups from past 7 years, let's say. So I know how good this product is and how easy it is, waste disposal. So I was just sharing with Naseef that pad bare hands it looks a little bad because collecting. So we did not think that okay, this is COVID and this would be the good or bad time to start a business. We just thought, okay, let's do something about it. And somehow we started, And honestly speaking, COVID helped us a lot because our time everybody was locked inside their houses. So പുറത്ത് പോയിട്ട് വാങ്ങിക്കാനൊരു ഓപ്ഷൻ ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു. So when we use social media and Amazon, Flipkart ഒക്കെ നമ്മുടെ മീഡിയമായിട്ട് യൂസ് ചെയ്തപ്പം it was much easy for us to reach a large audience in a smaller time. So COVID was actually a blessing for us. Because COVID time നമ്മൾ തുടങ്ങി എല്ലാവരും വീട്ടിൽ everybody was sitting, so we thought okay, let's do it now. Let's not wait for after the COVID. We had struggles during COVID because പലപ്പോഴും orders dispatch ചെയ്യാനൊക്കെ it used to be very difficult. പിക്കപ്പിനൊക്കെ when the logistics team used to അവർ വരുന്നതിൽ കുറച്ച് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകളുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. But I think as a brand നമുക്ക് COVID was really good and it helped us really well.
Like you said, ഇതൊരു ശരിക്കും ഒരു ചെറിയ മാർക്കറ്റായിരുന്നു. നിങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ കേരളത്തിലോട്ട് ഇത് കൊണ്ടുവരുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ചെറിയ മാർക്കറ്റാണ്. അപ്പോൾ എന്തായാലും കുറേ ചാലഞ്ചസ് ലൈക്ക് മാർക്കറ്റിംഗ് സ്ട്രാറ്റജീസ് ആണെങ്കിലും അത് എല്ലാവരിലും ഒന്ന് എത്തിക്കുക എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് I think it was a difficult.
He is the marketing person, so
I think like any category if you see, right, in the beginning it's small. When Amazon started e-commerce, it was nothing. So like they were catering to a very small audience. Like to build a category, like I said, there has to be a bunch of brands and each brand has to work on its own capacity. So നമ്മൾ തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോൾ it was small, I agree, but we had faith that sooner or later it will grow actually. ഇന്നല്ലെങ്കിൽ നാളെ people will be conscious, people will start thinking different, people will start thinking about switching to better alternatives. So we had a faith that ഇന്ന് വലുതില്ലെങ്കിലും maybe 5 years down the line it will be much bigger than what it is right now. But like we believed it's been 3 years actually. It is much bigger than what it used to be 3 years ago. And I feel like it will be even bigger in next 1 decade.
And I think we focused on actually solving a problem. അതായത് ഒരു ബിസിനസ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് we have to launch some product എന്നുള്ള പകരം എക്സിസ്റ്റിംഗ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു പ്രോബ്ലം സോൾവ് ചെയ്ത് then we evolve from there. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മളെ ഇപ്പോൾ ഉള്ള പ്രൊഡക്ട്സ് ആയാലും it evolved from each problem that we found out that was there existing among people and for myself. So I think ആ ഒരു പ്രോബ്ലത്തിലേക്ക് നമ്മൾ ഫോക്കസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ it's much easier to capture the audience.
ചാലഞ്ചസ് എന്തൊക്കെയായിരുന്നു ആ ഒരു ടൈമിലുണ്ടായത്?
എല്ലാ ചാലഞ്ചസ് തന്നെ ആയിരുന്നു. ലൈക്ക് ഐ സെഡ് പ്രൈമറിലി ഇതൊരു എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ എല്ലാവരും വെൽക്കമിങ് ആയിട്ടൊരു ടോപ്പിക് അല്ല, വെൽക്കമിങ് ആയിട്ടൊരു കാറ്റഗറി അല്ല. സോ വി ഹാവ് ടു ബി റിയലി ബോൾഡ് ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് സംസാരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് ലൈക്ക് മേ ബി ബിക്കോസ് ഓഫ് ഷീ വാസ് ഓൾറെഡി ബിഗ് അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ് ഓഫ് period positivity and all of this. It kind of helped us actually. Like I said, the one thing is that topic main challenge ഉണ്ടായത്. It's like you have to go out. ആൾക്കാരൊക്കെ initially ഇപ്പോൾ ഇതൊക്കെ ഭയങ്കര നോർമലാണ്. When we started into a lot of people are raising their eyebrows. Why are these guys talking about periods? Why are these guys talking about safe sex and all of this? But now I think COVID-ന് ശേഷം ആൾക്കാരും ഭയങ്കര ഇവോൾവ് ആയ പോലെ തോന്നുന്നു. It's a lot more welcoming now, a lot more positive now. പക്ഷെ തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ ആയിരുന്നില്ല.
The challenge was that people wanted information on this, but they were not ready to openly accept that yes, we want to know about it. So even when our Instagram Femisafe started, when we started an Instagram page, we were talking about hymen, we were talking about menstrual cups, because people have that misconception, virginity and all that. So when we were talking openly, what we saw was a lot of people, the people whom we know are, it could be our friends, family, relatives, they were kind of, very, okay, these people are talking about this, but ഒരു particular topic, especially in the topics കുറിച്ച് നമ്മൾ എന്തെങ്കിലും സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയ എവിടെയെങ്കിലും ഇട്ട് the number of shares is huge because people want to know about it but they don't want to show that okay എനിക്ക് ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് അറിയില്ല but I want to know about it. So I think making the whole this whole topic normal was a challenge, but once it's normal it's much easy. Each individual starts talking openly. But even in the office we all talk openly, we all shoot reels from here, we all talk openly about everything. So our safe space created, and it took time for us, but it helped us. It really helped us actually.
Another challenge was we were totally inexperienced when it comes to consumer brands. നമുക്ക് രണ്ടാക്കും വലിയൊരു നോളജ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല, എസ്പെഷ്യലി സെല്ലിംഗ് ഓൺലൈൻ. ലൈക്ക് ഹൗ ഡു യു ലോഞ്ച് എ പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് ഓൺലൈൻ, ഹൗ ഡു യു മാർക്കറ്റ് എ പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ്, ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ചൊന്നും വലിയൊരു ധാരണ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല. സോ വി ഹാവ് ടു ലേൺ ഓൺ ദ ഗോ. നമ്മൾ തന്നെ പഠിച്ച് വന്നതാണ്. സോ വി ഡിഡ്ന്റ് ഹാവ് എനിബഡി എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഇൻ ദ ടീം ഓൾസോ. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് മീ ആൻഡ് ഹെർ ഇൻ ദ ബിഗിനിങ്. ആൻഡ് അവർ ഫസ്റ്റ് എംപ്ലോയി വാസ് ഗ്ലോറിയ. She also didn't have much knowledge about it. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മളെല്ലാവരും ഓൺ ദ ഗോ പഠിച്ചെടുത്ത്. So it took some time actually to do the learning. അതൊരു ചലഞ്ച് ആയിരുന്നു. Other thing was we didn't have much capital to start with. So we started this just right after our marriage actually. അപ്പോൾ ഉണ്ടായ സേവിങ്സ് ഒക്കെ അവിടെ തീർന്നു. ടോട്ടലി ബ്രോക്ക് ആയ സമയത്താണ് തുടങ്ങിയത്. but we were kind of hopeful that sooner or later we'll find a way around. Challenges ഒക്കെ solve ചെയ്തിട്ട് came out.
ടാർഗറ്റ് ഓഡിയൻസ് എങ്ങനെ അപ്രോച്ച് ചെയ്യും, അവരുടെ അടുത്തോട്ട് എങ്ങനെ എത്തിക്കും, ആരാണ് ടാർഗറ്റ് ഓഡിയൻസ്?
Target audience primarily females between the age of 16 to 35 because our products we feel our target group and how we reach them is of course social media content definitely digital marketing, so he is the man of digital marketing, so he'll say how it's done.
So primarily we understand നമ്മുടെ target audience എവിടെയാണ് time spend ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So that's most of us spend most of the time on mobile, right?
Yes.
Cell phones actually. അതിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് we find way to this spend. So we realize it's Instagram. Instagram ആണ് നമ്മൾ രണ്ട് രീതിയിൽ Instagram ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഒന്ന് content, like you might have seen Instagram we do organic content, we do sponsored ad like she said. So ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ പേജ് എടുത്ത് നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ you will get an ad next time when you scroll, right? So അതല്ലാണ്ട് we work with influencers. We use influencer marketing heavily to establish the brand. The first time അധികം ആൾക്കാരും ബ്രാൻഡ് ഡിസ്കവർ ചെയ്യുന്നത് ത്രൂ ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻസർ ആയിരിക്കും. സോ എവറിബഡി എല്ലാവരും മസ്റ്റ് ബി ഫോളോയിങ് വൺ ഓർ അതർ ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻസർ, റൈറ്റ്? സോ പ്രൈമറി ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻസർ മാർക്കറ്റിംഗ്, പിന്നൊന്ന് ഇൻസ്റ്റഗ്രാം കോണ്ടന്റ്, ഇൻസ്റ്റഗ്രാം പെയ്ഡ് മാർക്കറ്റിംഗ്. പിന്നെ ഒരു കാര്യം നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത് മാർക്കറ്റ് പ്ലേസ് ആഡ്സ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. വെൻ യു ഗോ ടു ആമസോൺ ഓർ ഫ്ലിപ്കാർട്ട്, വെൻ യു സെർച്ച് ഫോർ എ പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് സ്പോൺസർഡ് ടാഗിൽ കാണാറില്ലേ? ഡു യു നോട്ടീസ് ദാറ്റ്? സോ വി ഡു ദാറ്റ് ഓൾസോ ലോട്ട് ആക്ച്വലി. അപ്പോൾ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് പോകുന്ന ഒരാൾ, they don't know any brand. If you search for, let's say, face razor, face razor in the search, then you will see bunch of brands on the top, right? So that's done through sponsored ads actually. That's what we do. Then we do a lot of activities outside this actually. We do pala campus, we do awareness sessions also. We do campaigns collaborating with other organizations.
Can you share some insight into the importance of sustainable and eco-friendly menstrual products in today's market?
Eco-friendly and sustainable. I think more than eco-friendly, I would say sustainable. Because sustainable products using, I'm talking purely about menstrual cups. So it's very convenient because especially as an intravaginal device, so you can wear it and you can go wherever you want. It's super comfortable even while traveling. One thing is that cost saving on talking about menstrual cups, zero waste, convenient on traveling and it's very comfortable. You can do any activities. So a lot of people have fear revolving around menstrual cups, insertion and all that. But I think society but once you use it, you're not going to go back. So we have customers who are as young as 13-year-olds. Like our elder sisters who use it, then they come and tell them they won't use. So if anybody is planning to switch to menstrual cups, it's one of the best decisions. There are no two ways about it.
How do you prioritize affordability while maintaining the quality of your product?
Maybe since we are coming from middle class families, so normally whatever we purchase, right, we see the price tag and purchase, right? So we have that middle class blood in us. So when we decided to launch a product, we had three options actually. One was like the very low cost, low quality item. We didn't want to get into it. And another option was very premium. We also felt like this is a product that should be used by mass actually. So that premium was never an option for us. Then the second thing was like in between, semi-premium, affordable at the same time, which is really good quality also. We chose the in-between one actually. So since day one, we thought, okay, we can slightly compromise on the profit and get more volume and adjust it somewhat. So ever since we are positioned in a way that our product should be always affordable, at the same time we will never compromise the quality.
In menstruation, menstrual hygiene is a taboo topic. And how do you overcome on that? In another sector like
I think talking about it, because when you keep talking about something, people tend to become an ally towards it. Now let's say if we are talking about the LGBT community, so when more people talk about it, it becomes more normal and more people come and support. So it's the same way, because Femisafe number started, we used to only talk about menstrual cups, and that we used to talk about things that people don't openly talk. So എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു നമ്മൾ ആ ഒരു ടാബു കുറേയൊക്കെ ബ്രേക്ക് ചെയ്ത് ത്രൂ സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയ റൈറ്റ് ബിക്കോസ് അത് റീൽസ് ആയാലും വാട്ട് എവർ ഇറ്റ് ബി ഇറ്റ് വാസ് ഓൾ ത്രൂ എവറിഥിങ് ത്രൂ സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയ. പിന്നെ വി go and take sessions. അപ്പോൾ സെഷൻസ് നമ്മൾ എടുക്കുമ്പം we don't talk only about menstrual cups. We talk about female anatomy. We talk about the stigmas, whether it be hymen, virginity, whatever, everything. So അത്രയും ഒരു മാസം നമ്മൾ അഡ്രസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ it's like അത്രയും ആൾക്കാരിൽ ആ ഒരു സംഭവം it becomes normalized for them because they are seeing somebody talk publicly about it. And I think on our individual social medias also we like talk very openly about it. So the more you talk openly, the more people feel okay, this is normal. ഇത്ര വലിയ കാര്യമാക്കേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. So yeah, that's how we tackle the whole taboo and stigma thing.
Femisafe വരാൻ കാരണം മൈൽസ്റ്റോൺ വരാനായിട്ട്.
Milestone, there are a bunch of them actually.
Yeah.
So, like, you were asking about recent milestones or?
From the beginning.
From the beginning.
Okay. From the beginning, I think there are a lot of milestones. I think our first milestone would be the Cup of Life.
Or that's the biggest milestone.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest milestones. So we were part of the world's largest menstrual cup campaign, which is a Guinness World Record now. So the announcement MP, Mr. Haddy Eden, so he had conducted. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of it, but it had become a huge thing, and luckily we were able to be a part of it. So that's one of our biggest milestone.
And then in last December we were awarded as Social Impactor of the Year 2022.
Yeah.
Then we were awarded as top 23 startups to watch out from Kerala by Head Start. Then we got first our angel funding like last May.
Yeah, I think every recognition that we get in the name of Femisafe is a milestone for us. Whether it's an individual one, whether it be the opportunity that I got to talk in Josh Talks or TEDx, it's all I think it's all a milestone that we put in the account of Femisafe.
And recently we had our first 1 lakh customers. I think that's another big milestone we can celebrate.
So yeah.
Said that, already said that. Social media was your platform to എല്ലാവരിലും എത്തിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയാസ് ആണ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുക. വേറെ ലൈക്ക് ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇത് ഞാൻ പല ഇൻ്റർവ്യൂ കണ്ടപ്പോഴും പറഞ്ഞു ഫാമിലീസ് ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് യു ഹാവ് ലിസ്റ്റഡ് ദാറ്റ് ബട്ട് ഓൺലി 3 or 4 ഹാഡ് ഓൾറെഡി ബൈ ദാറ്റ്. അപ്പം അത് ഫാമിലീസിലും ഫ്രണ്ട്സിലും എത്തിച്ചു, സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയയിലോട്ട് എത്തിച്ചു. എങ്കിലും അത് നിങ്ങളുടെ സെയിൽസിനെ എത്രത്തോളം എങ്ങനെ ബാധിച്ചു, എങ്ങനെ അത് എഫക്ട് ചെയ്തു?
ഏത് സ്റ്റേജിലാണ്?
അത് ശരിക്കും അതൊരു ടിപ്സ് കിട്ടിയത് ഇനീഷ്യൽ സ്റ്റേജിൽ ലൈക്ക് ഐ നോ ദാറ്റ് യു ലൈക്ക് കസ്റ്റമേഴ്സ് കുറവായിരുന്നു. ലൈക്ക് 50,000 to 50,000 എത്തുന്ന ആ ഒരു പ്രോഗ്രസ് എങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു?
Okay. I think നമ്മളൊരു ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇയർ ആകുമ്പോഴത്തേന് I think we started picking up because again we first listed on Flipkart. Flipkart was an initial platform. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് നമ്മൾ വെബ്സൈറ്റിലേക്ക് മാറി. I think നമ്മളുടെ കമ്പനിയുടെ ഉള്ളിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ഇന്റേണൽ കുറേ പ്രോസസ് നമ്മൾ എഫിഷ്യൻ്റ് ആക്കിയപ്പോൾ തന്നെ it was we started seeing that progress, right?
Yes.
And ads of course.
Like I said, initially that was like very beginning actually, that story where we asked friends and family to buy. Other than it, we found where people are actively looking for these products actually. നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി ആമസോണിലും ഫ്ലിപ്കാർട്ടിലൊക്കെ ആൾക്കാരെ പോയി സെർച്ച് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. So we put the products right, we started running ads there. That's when we started getting first initial set of customers. Again we were running ads on social media and all of those. Yeah.
What initiatives or partnership have you undertaken to promote menstrual hygiene, education and awareness?
Partnerships, yeah, what I had mentioned earlier. So we collaborate with colleges and schools wherein we conduct a menstrual awareness for them, and we make sure that we need equal participation from both men and women, boys and girls, because there is no point in only passing this information to girls, because the message can propagate from every individual whoever is attending the session. And another thing that we do a little differently is we conduct a small social experiment, period cramp simulation, so that even boys who attend the session, after hearing all these things, they can empathize with how a woman feels. So most of our offline whatever partnerships we've done, it's with colleges and institutions and certain organizations like Popular, Hindalco, and Muthoot. Yeah.
I think we have worked with almost most of the reputed colleges in Kerala.
Okay, I think with a lot of government colleges, like government engineering college, law college, then we had done it in IIT also, IIT Mumbai also, LPU. So our partnerships mainly college because that is our target audience. So you go there, you get to address 600 people at one time, then it's a really good thing.
Femisafe in the future plans, next vision of the Femisafe.
I think we want to be one of the most powerful female hygiene brands in the country.
Yeah, it's better to say powerful than the number one because we believe that when you ecosystem improvement and there has to be a lot of people who are doing that. So we want to be one of the most powerful.
Most impact, the brand who creates the most impact actually. That's how we want it to be known.
Yeah.
ഈ ഒരു ഇയർ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഫുള്ള് എന്റർപ്രണർ ആയിരിക്കും. പിന്നെ ഈ മെൻസ്ട്രൽ ഇത് ഹൈജീൻ പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് വരുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ഒരു അഡ്വൈസ് കൊടുക്കാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ.
ഓക്കെ, മെൻസ്ട്രൽ ഹൈജീൻ അതായത് ഈ ഒരു ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയിലേക്ക് കയറുന്ന ആൾക്കാർക്ക് I think it's my advice that I think your category like especially I don't have any advice. I think if you are planning to become an entrepreneur, you have to know it's not easy. It is not easy and entrepreneurs and celebrating with this. So our celebration of nothing is easy. It is tough. And menstrual hygiene, particular category for animal, it's much more easy for people to enter because we've already created that ecosystem. My one advice would be one is entrepreneurship is not easy. You have to commit yourself fully into it. That's one thing, and make sure that whatever business you're doing, whichever category, make sure you have a purpose towards it because purpose is really important, whatever business you do. And you have something.
Whatever you do, right, you have to add value in all the people involved in it actually. For example, imagine for your customers, it has to improve their life in some or other manner with your products or their services. Even for employees, their life should improve. They should get better quality of life. If you have investors, they should make money. So everybody is involved in that organization should get some value. That's the first thing you have to do. And like she said, don't do it for the sake of doing it. Don't become an entrepreneur just because everybody else is becoming one. So you should know, you should have a solid purpose in the day. Like you should know why you're doing this. Don't do it just for money actually. Those are the two things I want to add.
Business background അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സ്റ്റഡീസിൻ്റെ ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് ഇല്ലാതെയും ഓണ്ടർപ്രണർഷിപ്പ് രണ്ടുപേർക്കും ഉണ്ടോ സ്റ്റഡീസിൽ ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട്?
We both are engineers. So we have no degree of business administration.
Face the difficulties.
So in any category or any field, right, you will find two kind of people. One lineage in the വരുന്ന ആൾക്കാർ with pedigree. If you say, for example, in film industry, Dulquer has that. There is much Toman who doesn't have it. He has no background. So both people succeed actually. So lineage illata alkar, they have to work much harder. That's the only difference.
Work much harder because opportunities will be less and you have to find your own opportunities. When you have that lineage or people who can help you, or if you're already in that ecosystem, you've grown up seeing all those things, it's much easier to get opportunities. But when you are a rookie or you're a newbie, then you have to find your own opportunities.
But end of the day, both can succeed. That's it.
Yeah, both of them can succeed. Just that they have to swim a little farther to find the opportunities. Our difference is not really.
നെക്സ്റ്റ് നിങ്ങൾ രണ്ടുപേരും മാരീഡ് ആണ്. അപ്പം ആ ഒരു വർക്ക് ലൈഫ് ബാലൻസ്, പ്രൊഫഷണൽ ലൈഫ് ആൻഡ് പേഴ്സണൽ ലൈഫ് എങ്ങനെ?
Honestly speaking, there is no balance and separation. So the thing with entrepreneurship is that that's something that's always there in your head, right? Especially for me, it's very difficult for me to switch off actually. So I'm always thinking about Femisafe. Or not I only think about it actually. So that comes with the cost actually. Like you said, everything comes with the cost. There is a cost for it actually.
Yeah, balance is not possible because as unlike the other teammates, as founders, you have to always, I feel we are the ones who are available round the clock. a lot of people think, oh, they are founders and, I mean, they have a lot of people to work for them. No, but we are the ones who is always aware on the clock. So you have the best possible ways to integrate. Balancing, but you have to integrate. And for me, I try maximum, once I'm, off from the office, whatever I have to handle remotely, I handle, and I try not to think too much, because it does, for me, it consumes a lot of energy. Because when we go home, it's my sanctuary, we have two, beautiful pets, so I try to spend time with them. And just try to cut out, but if something comes up, obviously, but I don't try to, think really hard. I try, because it does consume a lot of energy for me. So yeah.
I have watched your TEDx speaking, and it was really nice. And all the interviews, we really didn't want to research about you guys on online and all. We just watched the videos, and our seniors have already prepared a presentation about you guys. So and
Thank you.
it was great. Information was also great. Yeah, still there are people who doesn't really they want to know, but they don't want to admit it that
Exactly.
they know about it.
Yeah.
So for sure, our students, as we call it, students will watch this video, and everyone will be aware of it. Thank you for your